Advice for a couple who are trying but no success. That's a bit general. Trying to make it work, trying to have children, trying to rectify. What exactly are we speaking about? In any case, tasbir. Have sabr, have patience, inshallah. Allah Azza wa Jal make your affair easy. Don't forget to make dua. That is the silah and the weaponry of the believer. That you raise your hands. Allah Azza wa Jal is the one that the hearts are between His fingers. The hearts of the servants are between the fingers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He changes them as He pleases. That individual who you would desire or you wish had love for you, then the affair is in the hands of Allah Azza wa Jal. He's the one that is able to change the heart. Similarly, that you may be struggling to have love for your partner. The hearts are between the fingers of Allah Azza wa Jal. The hearts are between the fingers of Allah Azza wa Jal. بين أسبوعين من أصابع الرحمن, as the Prophet ﷺ mentioned, يقلبها كيف يشاء. They are between two fingers from the fingers of Allah. He changes them as He pleases, turns them as He pleases. And so don't forget, ikhwan, the important affair of making dua, supplicating to Allah Azza wa Jal for rectification. What I would likewise advise is that you strive, ikhwan, to remove the shayateen al-ins. The shayateen al-ins, or the shayateen from among mankind, because many of the circumstances and situations that we have in our marriage, they exist because of the presence of shayateen al-ins, because of shayateen, human shayateen, who pose themselves as, mashallah, good advisors, when their advice is nothing but satanic, devilish advice. If it was me, and if it was, you better than me, because if it was my situation, such and such and so and so. And now making the sister or making the brother now feel that he should be doing more to separate, more to get away, more to call it a day. And that he shouldn't be as patient as he is being, or shouldn't be as patient as she is being. Shayateen, bad advisors, but then when that same circumstance comes up with them, we find them doing nothing of the sort. The advice that they gave, they are ba'id, kull al-bu'd. Ba'id, distant from the advice that they gave, that they initially gave to the individual. If it was me, and as far as I'm concerned, and you give a lot of chances, and But then when it comes to them, we don't see them having that same, or manifesting the same thing that they advised. Those individuals, be careful of them. Secondly, be careful of the pseudo-advisor. And the one that comes to you in the garb of wanting to give you good advice. You can speak to me, you can tell me, later on that evening, you never guess what's going on with such and such. Listen, Subshahi, make the tealer speak. You never guess what's going on. But to the brother or to the sister, you sure you're okay? You can speak to me, you can, if you ever need a shoulder. We're only really interested in a man's business or in a sister's business. Because some individuals just cannot help it. Just have to know. You just can't resist. من حسن إسلام المرء تركه ما لا يعنيه. من حسن إسلام المرء تركه ما لا يعنيه. From the good Islam of a person is him leaving alone what does not concern him. Leave it alone, Yahi. Leave it alone, sister. Nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. And guaranteed your involvement has not made the situation any better. If you're going to involve yourself in someone's business, then make it an involvement that returns back to the statement of Allah Azza wa Jal, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Cooperate upon righteousness and taqwa, and don't cooperate upon sin and enmity. Make that cooperation, and let the cooperation revolve around these verses. The first thing that we need to ask ourselves is, if I'm going to advise, does my advice revolve around something in the book of Allah? Is this the advice that would have come from someone like Abu Bakr or Umar or Uthman or Ali? Is this something that the Prophet ﷺ would have said? Make sure that the advice, ikhwan, is advice that is good. No.